All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Third and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he completes it to Callaway. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll run it here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And oh, he coughed it up. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schroeder. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hurry up, here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Allen Bailey in on the stop. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Mayfield on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
You know, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Choose the mic. Watch mic.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. It's complete to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Showing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll pick it off for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumble. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Gun! Hey, you got three down. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Agba in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over. Here we go now.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Mayfield off the play fake. Going up top. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Gone.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Emmanuel Agba able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. This one from 40 yards out. Mahomes going to throw. They pass up the 3. Fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
second down. Mayfield again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run it again with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Nothing
in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They pitch it to Chubb, spinning away. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Grant, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Got him in, it's Brashad Perriman. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield on 1st down. Going deep here for Landry. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. D. Ford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. 12 more yards there and another first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield with it once more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Emily's going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.